So this is the outline of where the cabin used to be. You can see where the mound of dirt is quite linear. Got some old stones and junk here. Although I got to admit, I don't remember seeing them here. Part of an old stove. Where are we? There we are. And some other little hingy looking part. But yeah, it was actually a serviceable little old cabin. And you know, for some reason I think this was like the tile on top of the roof, but I do remember it being tin. But yeah, that's kind of what's left of this place, and I'm not going to bother going that direction because that direction will go to that old mining work. But like I say, it doesn't look like anything other than just a bit of a little hole in the ground, and it's all filled in with garbage and crap that people have dumped in there. But we're going up this spot here. As you can see that sign, there it is. I don't know if you can read it. Let's get up here close. Mountain Mine Road. Yeah, it's the one that's going to take us up Myrtle Mountain. Battery's dying. See ya! This little passage here sort of looks like it's got a real live architecture to it, doesn't it? Where the trees have been cleared out right in the middle and providing a path to get through. Yeah, it's very thick through here with these lodgepole pines. They used to be harvested for the mine, for underground, to load up the holes after the miners drilled into the rocks, and then they would use the lodgepole pines to help put in the fuses and blasting caps and stuff and into the hole, and then hold everything in place. And then they would pour the powder to it and back the pines out and lodgepole pines out, and then they would tie up all the fuses together at the end of the shift and go boom. Play. Gotta watch them rocks, man. Mother Nature trying to get me. All right, you're joining me in the last few meters of the Myrtle Mountain lookout. And look out, because this, ta-da, is it. Whew. We're a little closer now to the Canadian Rockies. In the background there, all the houses and junk you see down there in the middle of the screenish, that's Marysville, which is the southern part of Kimberley. It used to be its own little town. In fact, it used to actually be larger than Kimberley at one time when they had a mine going and a smelter and stuff back in the day. And there's this congregation of buildings, and then if you go a little bit further up, you'll see some roofs shining in the little bit further up in the screen there, and that's the Wycliffe area. It's quite a number of larger acreages out there, and got some Borkum Riff going today. What do they call this? Bourbon whiskey stuff. It's just out of the grocery store in town, but it's not bad. Pretty tasty if you take it easy, you know. And I got some water for the pooch. There we go. We got Uncle Paul here. There's Uncle Paul. Tim's pipe. I still think of it as Tim's pipe, and he's just lent it to me. Which was a damn fine thing of him to do. Thank you, Tim, again. So regarding this Mosey up here, you know, it's all relative when it comes to claiming how difficult it was, you know, getting up to this viewpoint. And I say it's relative. I'm 57. I've got a couple of extra kilos that I'm carrying in my pouch here. my bread basket. And I would say my my shape level is probably in the moderate range. And Uncle Paul wants to go out again. And going on a hump like this, I would classify it as easy to moderate. Now again, that's relative, as you probably all know. So many factors involved. I've got a nephew who's trying out for the Special Forces, the Delta Forces, and he could probably run from the start right up to this spot and mark time and running and run down and join me before I even got halfway up that first little Mosey, you know, Sunflower Hill. Uncle Paul, it's with you here, pard. Whereas my dad, who's 30 years older than I am, he wouldn't be able to take 5 steps in this on this walk. So it's definitely relative. And from the point of view of the reviewer, but it sure is a nice view. I wish it was a little clearer. There's days when you come up here, it's just crystal clear. Here, let's take another look. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Very quiet. You usually have the place to yourself. Well, particularly during the weekdays. The weekends it gets a little bit more use, you know, the working crowd, they finally get a chance to get out and about and come from Mosey up here, because it's, like I say, it's, you know, for us old farts, it's relatively easy hike. I'm back, and Uncle Paul wants to go out again. He's just being hard to please, this guy. Must be my spoon. Yeah, the Borkum, it's not bad, like I say, but you can't smoke it too fast, boy. If you're a quick puffer, you're going to get a quick case of tongue bite.
I don't want to see no song.